Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bitcoin Analytica. Today, we're going to be talking about some Bitcoin price action, and we all know that there's been some activity going on. So let's get this party started. Um, so we had a good time chilling up here over the weekend. If I'm not mistaken, this was October 8th. So yeah, this is the weekend. Kind of flying in and out of a really sideways area, minus a couple hiccups on either side of that, but sideways, open up into the week with a strong move down, second impulse after a sideways little grind. Pretty much almost a full retrace of the entire dump and the extra move down here. Came back up and spent a little bit more time up here, but ultimately rolled back over, and now we're sitting at a lower consolidation range than we were at this grind on the 9th, so that's yesterday, without signals this time. And quickly, I'll say what's up, Jackknife, and what's up, Stay Liquid. Good to see you both. Thanks for joining me here. And the question is, how bad is this? I I don't think this is too bad. We don't have signals yet. It's probably not good that we don't have signals in a consistent area. But we do have a very, very wide bid-ask spread on the perp markets, and that's a pretty damn good thing to see. Let's see if I can pull up an old chart. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff over here in perps. So it's not ideal though. Not ideal. It's not perfect. Um, we we have a very wide bid-ask spread in perpetual markets, and I tend to side with these guys because in my experience they're usually a bit smarter. They're better traders. These guys can be a lot more sleepy with their orders. They can post an order and they can leave it for a year, whereas perps aren't doing that. They're a lot more active and a lot more trying to make the dollar today. And usually you can't do that unless you've been doing it right for a while. So, yep, we are dealing with that. A pretty decent bid-ask spread in favor of the bulls on aggregated spot markets, but nothing to give us a signal. So that's what's unfortunate. Now, right at the top of the book, we're dealing with 172 pack, 288, 167, 411, down from 27.3 down to 27 flat. So the top end of the book is looking super, super robust, and that's really good to see. Um, yeah, that's really nice to see. It's going to be hard to break through all that, and it's going to be hard to break through all that easily. Let's take a look at the $10 aggregation. Oops, wrong one. So 89 pack, 41 pack, a little bit of pockets, and you can see that the sell side is really only robust at the top end of the book. There's not much past that, so that's pretty common for a run, and you can see that the book has been shredded up and down over the past. Let's start here. That's been today alone since about 6 in the morning, so over the past 6 hours. We've torn through 27.6 down to 27.3, up to 27.6 down to 27.3. So the book is pretty torn, pretty worn out, torn up. And but at least on the buy side, you have a lot more interest. And we are, oh, nice little shakedown. I have my order down here at 27.2, 27.150, but I might want to move that up. I think I want a piece of this action, but I should wait till I get a signal. Oh man, yeah, it's looking decent down here. Nuked RSI, cooked RSI. So, anyways, back to the aggregations. Excuse me, guys. Um, on the sell side, it's the only robust liquidity is at the top of the book, 50-30 pack, 20 pack, and up above that it gets really thin, and it's because we're sitting at the low range. of the channel that we're in. So we're basically up against we're right up against the strong stacks of support, and I'm really wondering why we don't have an imminent signal. Maybe it's this wall here at 28,000. It's probably because we failed to break 28,000 and go above it. It's probably where like the 200-day moving average is or something like that. Yeah, right there. That's right there. That's why our short-term moving average is curling up in the 26.7 range. So yeah, let's see what happens here. This could be the long catch right here. This is probably going to be a good long trade. I kind of want a piece of this right now, but my gut saying be patient. Okay, you can hear me, but it's too quiet. I'm turning up the volume a little bit. How's that? Is this a lot better? Jackknife. I just adjusted my microphone here. I hope this is a good bit better. Just let me know, please, and thank you. Oh, there we go. I'm starting to get some noise. You know what? I'm gonna take this action because that 28,000 buy wall is probably the thing that's cluttering this up. Yeah, I'm taking a long here. Taking a little piece of that pie. Better jackknife. Okay. Well, is it ideal or is it sh still is better than shit? Order looks like it's about to be filled. I know I'm taking this a little early, so I'm peppering this in light. And I will, you guys, I'm securing the exchange. Um, I'm taking I've picked an exchange that I'll be working with, and I will have that later this week. So, just want to let you guys know I'm back to trading. I got a place, and I'm just making sure I get a good deal for everyone that wants to sign up over there. Gonna get some discounted trades and probably some volume bonuses and stuff like that. So, but you guys, I'm gonna be posting up a link to this place probably late this week, early next week. But I am trading, and once I get that link up, then I'll start trading in front of you guys again. So we'll be back to the good old days. All right, my order's right on the brink of being filled. It's right close. Only, man, why won't you fill? I'm doing a limit order. Thank you, Jackknife, for the comment. Stay liquid. I'm still short from 28.1, but taking a hedge long here as well. Yeah, probably wise. This is this area is probably going to be a good long. I really see it happening. I actually set this order down quite a bit lower. I think I mentioned earlier it was at like 27,150, and I set that last night before bed. I basically I tend to set two orders before bed, and I set one that's really high, it's to short, and one that's really low to long. All right, what are we doing? Are you guys is dancing around my order? What happened here? Trying to get my fill. Um, okay, I'm in. All right, so hopefully this doesn't beat us up over here. It's looking like a good position, so we will take it. This is a little bit of a trade by hand. Not your ideal circumstance. You definitely want to trade based on a signal, but I just want some exposure here, so I'm putting a little bit on. Let's look at these orders over here. It's 38, 22, 49. All right, looks like this is a pretty decent spot. 66 pack down to 10. No buyers. That was a spoofer for the most part. 10 pack on the top of the sell side book. 20 and 30. Stacking back up. 30 pack on top of it. 320. 27 flat. 32 pack. 50, 44, 16, 42, 47. So we're dealing with some robust liquidity on the buy side. And as far as a lower low, we're dealing with 27,260. So right here. I think things are going to stay pretty robust down here. This is a higher low. Even if we break and print a lower low, then we're dealing with we're still dealing with a lot of bids down in this region. Man, I wish I had a cigar lounge again. Those were the good old days. Used to be way easier to stream for long periods of time that way. With the cigar and good stuff. But yeah, these streams are definitely back. I really do have the time right now, so I want to be putting up a lot more of these long-term streams. If you guys have any questions, you remember always to say what's up and ask. Not an issue. Happy to answer anything you guys might have a question about. You know what? I'm going to comment in the Discord channel that I took a little bit of a long. If you aren't in the Discord channel already, please join. It's going to be where I prefer to be most active. 5x at 27,290. Wait, yeah, right around there. Wow, dude, we're really sitting on that candle right now. Not doing much with it. 10 minutes is a long time to me of going sideways. Yo, what's up, Al? What's up, my friend over there? Well, nice. 14 pack sold plus a 2 pack. Sellers 50 pack on top of the 300 there. Oh, we're almost actually coming close to the 260. How's it going, Jay? What do you got for me, man? Anything new? And Jackknife is Stay Liquid. What are you guys up to right now? Chilling? Working? Push-ups? Nice. It looks like we're starting to rebound quick. All right, 6 pack, 7 pack. Um, Good looking stuff there. A lot of dust. Tons and tons of dust after that. 2.5, 0.2, 1 pack. One isn't a pack. Are you coming out here, Jay? Coming out to Wisconsin? They really like Germans out here, man. And it's starting to get, it's not as hot like you said. We can do some push-ups. 0.6, 0.5, 0.7. Nothing too significant, but definitely relative to what's going on, it's pretty decent. Going for an outdoor walk soon and watching the afternoon hockey game. Nice, Jackknife. Where do you, are you like Canadian or something? Are you American? Where are you that you're watching hockey? Just curious. Um, it's fun. I used to play street hockey, but I never really got into hockey, even though it's probably one of the few true sports left. Yeah, Jay, come out here, man. Come out here. We'll get some prosties. Alts are dying, MD says. Hmm. Um, let's take a look at a couple shit coins. Let's look at like ETH. Consistent bottom range. Let's look at Monero. Hex is dying. Um, well, I'm not seeing too much altcoin death right now, but we are starting to get that. Looks like I caught the bottom pretty much on the dot. Damn, this is a great screenshot. I'm gonna send this to you guys. Yo, you guys look at this catch on this position. It's fucking nasty. What the fuck? Why in the fuck is it doing this all wrong? Apple, man. Apple shit. We'll do that later. Alright, so we're good. Nice, Canada. Alright, definitely hockey up there. We get some Twinkies and Cohibas. Uh, yo, I'm not really into Twinks, man. Maybe you can hit the Twinks and I'll hit the ladies. You can get as many Twinks as you want, man. There's some nice cheap motels around here for you to pick up a couple Twinks. Cohibas, all kinds of good stuff out there, man. All kinds of good cigars. We'll get some good shit. 0.5, 0.5. So this is a good little impulse here. Probably was a good place to exit 50%. 0.5 recurring, 1.76 answer, 1.21 response. Not those a sweet dessert. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I'll have a couple Twinkies. Yo, man, you're the weirdo, man. You're the one talking about that stuff. I'm not so sure that's a it's not really on the menu, but whatever you want, Jay, I got you. Sure I could find it. talked to a couple people. All right, so I just saw a 9 pack, 7 pack. All right, back to fractions 1.4. So we're dealing with a little bit of a game of tug war here. The lower low was defended, lower low than this over here on the 9th, just yesterday. So far, it's been defended. Had a pretty quick response to that. Being that I didn't purchase this on a signal, I'm going to prepare at least a 50% exit. I'm going to do, this is a little aggressive, but I'm going to do 27,500 right now. And I will figure out where to move that. I just want to put it up and out of the way because I can always click and drag my order and move it where I want. Right now, we're already up $70 from point of entry. We've gone up as high as around 120. So a good move to about 27.5 would be, I think that would cover a lot of ground for a 50% exit. So again, for a 50% exit, that's probably a little bit aggressive. Probably even here is good for a 50%, 27.4. Let's do that, 27.4. This is what I call, hey, what's up, Pim? Great to see you here. How you doing, brother? Um, this will be what I call base level trading. Damn, almost a full bearish engulfing candle there. Currently is a bearish engulfing. Got 3 minutes till the candle closed. 2.13 sold, 1.4 sold. No responses by the bulls. Empty aggregation 27,330. Filled on the sell side. 45 pack in the lead. Now we have a response here. 5 pack approximately by the bulls coming up. 0.5 down. I'm pretty good, Pim. Thanks for asking. I'm hanging out. Just been grinding, you know. Got a couple hours till I gotta pick William up from daycare, so things are good. I'm just hanging out for now. Just chilling. Probably gonna cook in a little couple hours. Maybe I can even start cooking. I should do a cooking stream. I should do a cooking stream. I wonder if I can have 2 streams going active at the same time. Yeah, dude, I'm actually gonna make some Mexican rice. I wonder, yo, I'm gonna see if I can do a stream from my phone. And if I can stream from my phone at the same time that this is going on, then I will do it. I'll do the stream while I'm doing this. Let's see here. Go live. Let's see here. Yo, I think I'll be able to do this. Yo, I am definitely gonna go live if I can, dude. Um, this one will be made for kids. While we're doing all this, I'm actually gonna start prepping my station. Let's get this thing going. I should probably clean this off a little bit then. Man, things I do for you guys here. I was not planning on cleaning this stovetop for at least another few weeks. Just doing an easy wipe. It's got all the fat from cooking steaks and meats and all kinds of stuff. And you know what? If I can't do it live, then I can always just record it. Nice, we're almost back. I'm almost out for 50%. Um, do some pancakes. Maybe I'll do some pancakes soon. I don't really eat pancakes that often. Six pack sold. We gotta crack this thing to the top side. Salsa or tacos and chili sauce. I'm gonna make. Well, I'm making the Mexican rice to put in tacos. I like beef and rice tacos. I really do like that shit. Fucking bomb. Gotta clean a couple dishes now. Because what I do is I cook the beef first. Then I use all that to cook the everything else. I cook the rice in that, let it absorb a lot of that beef fat. Comes out real good. Got a nice new sponge here. Those Scrub Daddy sponges. I don't know if you guys seen those, but these are really good sponges. 10 out of 10 would recommend Scrub Daddy sponges. And, you know, to all you single men out there, it's important to understand that you got to take care of everything. You know, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to stay organized. And a lot of people kind of expect women to come into their lives or whatever and repair them and, you know, fill in the gaps. The most important thing to realize is it's all on you, dog. It's all on you. Don't wait for anyone to come save you. No one's coming to save you ever. So it's not a bad thing to be able to cook. It's not a bad thing to have to clean. Don't look at it as demoralizing or anything like that. Men do what men must do. You know, I'm kind of like a mom over here sometimes, man. Gotta get my son ready for school and gotta make him take a shower and brush his teeth and cook for him. And, you know, I'm basically his bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, my son says I'm hungry. I gotta fucking cook something. I'm fucking his bitch, you know? So, you know, it's just sometimes you gotta set down that ego as a man, and it's not easy, but you gotta do it. And you'll realize it really isn't that big a deal. It's not that big a deal at the end of the day. I'm gonna go come back to look at some comments and see if that order got filled. I'm on my way. One sec, guys. I'm the dad. Thank you, man. My order is not filled yet. Order is not filled. Still waiting. Yep. Is me doing all this stuff loud on the mic, or can you guys not hear it? I'm cleaning the dishes right now with my new orange Scrub Daddy. Got my beef here ready to start cooking with. Honestly, can I do two streams at once? And I don't, this, right now I'm streaming from my PC. I don't have a camera plugged in, and even if I did, I would be from my PC. It's not like a good thing to bring around and try to film from how to cook. I need to go grocery shopping too. I haven't been eating my fruit lately. I don't have a pineapple here, and that's kind of a important thing to have if you're a single man. Nice. I like filling up the sink with a lot of water when you're like cleaning a bowl, and then you turn on the garbage disposal to like make it tornado down. Makes you feel like shit's clean as hell. And it has been cold. Alright, so this ground beef I had sitting in my sink since last night. From a frozen pack, it usually takes a while to thaw out. And finally my cutting board. I usually just eat everything off my cutting board, so clean this thing. To be honest, I don't even clean it every day, especially if it's just me. Because like beef fat isn't really contamination. Alright. Okay. I do have a waffle maker though. Alright, see you later, Jackknife. Enjoy your walk. Powerful alpha males must be completely self-sufficient. 3 pack, 1.27 pack running the book, looking good. Should be able to get 50% exit up here. I haven't started cooking yet. Gotta get my little phone stand. You guys are gonna see me in my freaking chillin' clothes. Alright, I got the camera stand ready. Okay, let's get some stuff ready. Got some garlic and onions. I'll basically just be chilling with you guys on a different spot. And my health tomatoes are looking decent. Oh, fuck, no they're not. Nope. We're gonna do this stream later. I'm gonna buy some tomatoes. Fuck these. Scrub that plan. Gotta buy more tomatoes today. I'll let the ground beef sit for a little while in the fridge until I'm ready to start cooking later. Alright, cancel that. We are gonna cook later. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna do a cooking stream later. Once after I pick William up from school, I'll hit the grocery store, get a couple things, and then I will do my cooking stream. I'll do it live from my phone. Alright, we're starting to get a bit of a recovery. My order's right up here. High end of this wick. Making progress. Alright, order filled. Nice, I got that 50% fill. I'm long Pim and I took 50% off the table. So I am still long and I am 50% profit taken off the top. Um, I do think that we could see a lower low. So, or look, I took a position without a signal, which to me says we're gonna get a signal at some point. So I gotta, instead of going balls deep on a trade sitting in outer space, you can see that there's no signals here. Actually, maybe for a split second we had something like this, but um, we're sitting at a spot, kind of floating in outer space relative to my signals, or where my signals are concerned, and we need to, I think we need to go a little lower to get one, unfortunately. So that means I'm planning on us going lower. I just wanted to take a trade to put the gloves on and hit the bag for a minute. Okay, let's see here. Pim, okay, dual band confluence, but I don't see signals. But yeah, I don't trade. Just DCA and will reactively take profits around past the next cycle. Top, have some rules set for myself to keep to. Yeah, that's smart, Pim. Honestly, DCA is the best thing you can do, especially if you don't want to trade. Excuse me. You don't want to blow your load. DCA is the way to go, 100%. 100%. So I'm with you on the DCA part 100%. I think that everyone should be dollar cost averaging. If you're making an income, you should be dollar cost averaging. Every time I got in an Uber, every time I talk to someone, I always say, look, skip one lunch a week. And everyone spends probably 10 to 20 bucks on lunch and put that money into Bitcoin. 10, 20 bucks is all it takes. Do that for a long time, many years even. All right, so we have I'm also looking at stock for fast charging in Europe. Okay. Germans are buying EVs like crazy. I'm late to Tesla, I feel. Fast charging stocks. Yeah, you're probably not wrong, to be honest. You're probably not, man. I um I don't really deal with stocks, but I'm with you on that. You're probably in the right thing, right side of history there. Yeah, good luck to you, brother. Um, I definitely could see that playing out. I just, I really stay in my lane when it comes to trading. I really know Bitcoin very well, and as an investor, what you're saying sounds smart. And keep in mind, the way I look at things is that you're an investor or you're a trader, and you can be both actually. But before you're a trader, I- ideally at least, you should be an investor. You shouldn't jump into trading. You should probably understand how to buy something with the intent of it going up or making you money. So you should be able to have a vision of that kind of stuff. And basically, the difference between an investor and a trader is that a trader enters a position with an entry and exit, a stop loss, a double down, and a take profit. Um, Entry, exit, stop loss, double down, take profit. Yeah. And about five things ready to go. Yo, what's up, Nicholas? Great to see you, brother. Always great to see you. Haven't seen you on this for quite some time, man. My fucking buddy over here. Missed you. Um, but yes, what was I saying? Um, yeah, I was trying to do something here. So yeah, there's a difference to me between an investor and a trader. And a trader needs to have has to have an entry, exit, stop loss, take profit planned out from the start of things. And if they don't, then they are probably not going to make it as a trader. At the very least, you should have an entry, exit, and stop loss. You don't have to do double downs and take profits. That's probably more for people like me, but yeah, I just think an investor is someone with the more of a buy, and I expect like what you said. Hey, there's a thing going. EVs are moving up in Germany. They're taking over, and I want to be on the right side of history, so I'm going to buy the shovels. And right now, I think the shovels look like the charging stations, fast charging stations. So, that's a good investor mentality, great investor mentality. LT says long on toilet paper. I mean, it's not that scarce though. That's the problem. Probably neither is oil, but toilet paper, even in the worst moment in human history where people saw COVID going down and they go to the store and stock up on toilet paper like absolute fucking idiots, there still wasn't a toilet paper scarcity. Maybe at Costco for a day or something, but they stockpiled toilet. They got filled right back up. I mean, there's no shortage of toilet paper. They'll just take that shit from prisons and sell it. Um, so Nicholas, EVs get cheaper, oil up. Yo, bro, good to see you. Oh, great to see you too, man. And thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Happy I'm back in my lane. EVs get cheaper, oil goes up. I wonder. I wonder if horses are cheaper now than they were without inflation, than they were 150 years ago. I would probably say horses to cars is kind of like how cars are to stuff like that. Yeah, I figured you were kind of joking around, LT. I'm just kind of playing along with it. The toilet paper thing was one of the dumbest things mankind has ever gotten wrapped up in. Toilet paper fucking shit. Um, at the beginning of the pandemic, that was wild, man. I just that was a little bit like Earth is a TV show type thing. Earth is just a TV show for the universe, and it's probably one of the most entertaining ones out there. And we definitely fucking gave the audience one hell of a laugh. Yo, dude, the audience is that's in the highlights of human history right there, man. That's in the highlights. For how smart and advanced we are, or think we are, people were fucking lining up out the door to stockpile toilet paper, man. Do you guys have any moments that you think are worthy of like the all-time human history greats? I'm curious what you guys would think was up there. I'm gonna sit outside and smoke for a sec. See how cold it is. It's pretty cold. All right, YouTube. So, do you guys have any thoughts on the Oh, nice. 70 Bitcoin motor. It's great to see you here, brother. Uh, yeah, dude. What would you guys say is like one of the highlights of human history? Funny as shit if aliens were watching us. I really do think it was the toilet paper thing. That's got to be one of the top five. Maybe wearing masks today. Wearing masks while outside at the beach, riding a bike. Um, how is Pacific Bitcoin out there, man? Yo, Lord of Bitcoin, good to see you, brother. Yo, that's one hell of a bicep you got there, man. Yo, what's up, Censored Mom? Great to see you. Been a long, long time. You know, I saw your comment the other day on I saw your comment on the other YouTube video questioning how the conflict in the Middle East is going to affect price action. Yo, RIP Harambe. Yo, DB Rider, that was pretty good, man. Saw someone walking by just today pushing a stroller with a mask on. Yeah, dude, that's fucking California for you. Dude, they are trying to keep up, dude. That's not trying to keep up. Your bicep is fucking bigger than my fucking thigh, man. Holy shit. Um, Censored Mom, if you want to talk about that, let me know. If anyone wants to talk about that, we can explore that topic. Pacific Bitcoin was a great event. Highly recommend. They only do that once a year though, right? I'm definitely trying to lock down my trip to Vegas for unconfiscatable. I'm gonna see if I can get backed by an exchange. Go there, represent. Yeah, Lord of Bitcoin. Yo, I'm laughing at you, dog. You're saying trying to keep up. You're freaking humble, man. That's good. That's funny. Seen a guy riding a bike with one on a couple months back. I see a lot of pictures of people protesting right now what's going on in the Middle East. You know, people are pro this or pro that. I personally just look at it as the Pearl Harbor of the Middle East. Um, People picking sides, you know, it's probably based on what their family is from. Probably the most funny thing that I see is queers or whatever, queers for Palestine and stuff. That's funky because you got queers for Palestine. Yo, they fucking if you're queer out there, you're probably getting stoned. Um, D68, it's over. There will not be another cycle. Sell everything. I don't think that's true. If it's over,
I don't think that's true, man. There's too many rich people in the world with the vested interest in the success of Bitcoin, with the vested interest in the success of a non-US dollar, in fact, a non-fiat currency. Too many people are interested in protecting their assets with something, hedging their assets with something like crypto, Bitcoin. Um, yeah, dude. So, yeah, I think, and then I see Mia Khalifa. She's been like kind of active, and people have been calling her out. She would definitely be stoned out there. She's an idiot. She's a dumb piece of shit. D68, that's what Twitter says. Well, that's how Twitter feels, man, for sure. I mean, dude, Twitter's fucked. I commented on one of my old friends. We were plebs together. Plebs class 2017, and he used to get probably 150 likes per tweet. Now it's 10. Yeah, people have been very ugly over the situation. I think it's it's sad on both fronts. I'm really not a person. I mean, I hate seeing kids get injured, innocent people get injured. Um, I just don't believe in that, man. That's just sad, you know? It's sad. Terrorism is sad. And both sides have been doing it to each other. So an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind is what I think about. And this probably was a Pearl Harbor type situation out there. Um, I don't believe the news, but I do believe citizen journalism. I definitely have a lot of faith in citizen journalism, far more faith in that than I do in traditional media outlets. And I see a lot of stuff like that. Not blazing, just I'm not smoking that stuff these days. I took a long break, but I still like to have my smoke. Cigarillos. So, yeah, it is very sad what's happening. I don't pick a side. I have brothers that are Muslim, Arab. I have brothers that are Jewish, and you know, the people that are good, I like them. I've met Muslims who are very holy in nature. I've met Jews who are very holy in nature, good to their fellow man, uh, on both accounts. So to me, it's not really even a religious thing. Um, I just think it's sad, man. It's sad. I don't like seeing people get killed for nothing, for stuff like that. Innocent people, especially. I like. I'm kind of. I believe in the concept: if you live by the sword, you die by the sword, and you should attack people with swords. So that's where I land on that stuff. Yeah, Jesus is, probably look, the end time stuff is very accurate. A lot of prophecies in the Bible have come true. About 2,500 prophecies and over 2,000 have come true. And some of them in Revelation are now really opening up, like the Euphrates River drying up in 2021. That's probably one of the most important prophecies that I've seen that I believe in, uh, as far as end time stuff. Not to mention the level of satanic things going on openly, broadly, loudly, and that's pointing in the direction of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ coming back and being right about everything. It's really, really loud right now what's happening. Rapture, probably not far off. Put a blanket on us. Wow. So, yep. I'm one of those people who has repented a lot because I definitely want to be on the right side of judgment. So, Yeah, that's I'm with you, Lord of Bitcoin, 100%. Be on the right side of that one. And yeah, LT, you're not missing much. Just a lot of back and forth on Twitter over what's going on out there. It's pretty much all I see these days. No crypto talk. Just all that and COVID stuff. No signals on the chart, Lord of Bitcoin. I'm actually waiting for one. I took a long. I actually caught a beautiful long right at the bottom here, and I exited 50% at 420. So, yeah, I think we'll get signals lower. So I took a long here, exit 50%, and I think we'll get signals somewhere in the lower 27s. And we had a flash of a very small signal right here, 0 to 1% band, which isn't quite a trade band to me, but I liked the stack that we had of support here in these low 27s. So yeah, people arguing everything, including how to make Mongolian beef. Yeah, a lot of arguments going on. That's pretty much the state we're in. Yeah, it's so many people arguing over that. I mean, just day one was people picking sides, and then day two was people just day two was people really the higher level influencers that I see out there were starting to say, "Oh, well, it's good to be neutral." And like, this is the thing, man. A lot of influencers and people that make their money that way, they just kind of float in the middle, and I'm really against floating in the middle. Um, it's better not to take a side than to try to make your influence off of acting neutral and question baiting people. What's it called? Not race baiting, but growth hacking, just asking very vague questions and getting people to comment. I'm really against that stuff. To me, it's very inauthentic and phony. It's like if you're gonna pick a side, pick a side. If you're gonna say what I said, which is it's sad, that's fine. I think that's okay to say, look, I'm not educated. I don't know the inner workings of the elite governments and the higher ups above them, the black suits, as Putin would say. Um, so I don't like a lot of that growth hacking garbage I see people do on Twitter. I just think it's so phony, man. I can't stand phony people. Hurley says, what happens to Bitcoin when World War III starts? I think assets probably, um, just do what they normally do. So if we're in a bull market, I think Bitcoin cycles are just going to do what they do, man. Um, I am bullish for Bitcoin if a war starts, but anything can happen. So I just think we go back to the chart, and I think there is a black swan event somewhere between now and next year. I think there's I think there's definitely a black swan event before the halving, and the halving's coming up in May. So somewhere in the next 7 months, we'll probably have a black swan event. I don't know what it'll be, but I have a feeling we'll get one. But I think World War III is just going to be a continuation of whatever trend we have. Maybe with a some sort of initial thing. Could be the black swan. It could be a white dove or whatever they call it. But yeah, in any event, I just see things doing what they do. A black swan is to the downside. A black swan is a big, like for example, the March 12th crash was a black swan event. March 12th, 2020. This was a black swan event. A god candle to 100K. Won't disagree with that. Very possible. Um, we've had big moves up, we've had big moves down, we've had 50% candles, so I think it would take a little more than a single move to get us from 27 to 100K, more than a 15-minute candle, But yeah, Nicholas, I think I think wherever we are, we're just going to be doing what we do with probably the exception of a single move, but I just don't really see much coming out of it. Um, so yeah, and like look what happened with this most recent situation. We had the Israel stuff happen over the weekend, and we opened the week with a move down, 5 a.m. my time. So that's probably an hour or two ahead New York. I don't even know, but yeah, something like that. If Black Swan happens to dollar, we go up. Um, yeah, look, I think Bitcoin is relative to a number of currencies across the globe it's traded. So I think if fiat currencies start to die and Bitcoin technically went sideways, it would go up in value because the dollar's losing value. But, you never know what investors are going to do. Remember, the March 12th crash was the result of a bit of news that came out that the CME trading floor was going to shut down. And a lot of people at the time, the speculation was, well, the SEC has shut down trading before, and it's very possible that they'll shut down trading again. And when the news came out of the CME trading floor, which is the pit, as they call it, which is where you trade your assets on in person, um, kind of how you see in the movies where people are, in their suits at the stock exchange and they're waving their magic tickets and trying to stand in line to buy stuff. That's the visual, right? And that is the thing that was closing down. And the speculation again was that trading, the SEC would shut down trading as a whole. So that was what exacerbated a couple candles down. And then that immediate article came out, and then bam, we shot straight through the floor, man, from 7,800 to a low of 3,900, a 50% move down basically, and a subsequent recovery. So that's what happened last time. That's a black swan as a result of trading being shut down. And I could see something like that happening again for an unknown reason. I don't know. That's the whole point of a black swan. You don't know what's going to cause it, but yeah, that's I think we have something like that, and I think we can get to 35K, black swan to 25, 20, and then pick it back up. Arthur Hayes with some good interviews. His situation was very interesting. U.S. I think tried to put terrorism charges on him for operating a non-KYC exchange, Bitcoin exchange, crypto exchange, as an American citizen, but he was not doing business as an American citizen. He was at the time, I think, operating out of Japan or something like that. So I don't know, man. I thought he was going to go to a non-extradition country and lay low, but U.S. government, man, it's pretty gangster. They're pretty fucking gangster, man. You get big enough, they're coming after you. In 2020, there were almost no USDT futures, so everyone was leveraged even on 1x coin futures in March 2020. Um, I don't remember. I was trading perps, but it was BTC contracts. So yeah, I didn't really deal in the USDT contracts back then. Sorry guys, just chilling over here. 1.72, 1.05, 52 buyers knocked out. Small stuff happening right now. I think I exited, took profit at a good position there. Oh, I'm also going to open up copy trading once I lock down this deal with the exchange again. That'll be coming out later this week, and I'll do a copy trading thing. So I'll share that with you guys in the coming week, 7 days or so. You know what? I should double check my calendar. Today is Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I get my son today and Thursday. Yeah, today, Thursday, Friday. And I'll do the cooking stream later so you guys can see how I make my Mexican rice and meat tacos. The meat's probably less interesting than the tacos or the rice. I think good rice is so good, man. And these days, with the uncertainty coming forth, it's important, I think, to learn how to cook rice and have a little bit of meat in there. That's going to sustain you quite a while. Yeah, so no signals. We're just kind of hovering here. Good place. I really want to see a signal. I want to take it pretty hard. I want to stack into a couple signals. That's the plan. So what else you guys got for me? Anything you guys want to talk about? Um, yeah, I miss my old cigar lounge, man. That was really nice. Yeah, L cubes. I will be copy trading, and yeah, I'm gonna set it up. It'll be nice. Make some good trades for everyone. Put a little bit of pocket change in there. See what I can do on my end. Build it up. Probably not as active as I used to be. Market isn't giving you as many opportunities. This is nice. This was a good catch. I think we should, I mean, we're probably going to do this, come back, and I think we're going to find a lower low. I really do. I think we need a signal in order to bust us out. Coca-Cola stock down a lot. Now, Hurley, that's, you know, I think this is kind of the citizen journalism concept. It's people like what's it? Christian Ronaldo. Uh, he was a soccer player, and during one of his like press conference things, there was a Coke can on the interview desk, and he removed it and replaced it with water. And Coca-Cola went down big time. And there's more and more evidence coming out about childhood obesity and just obesity and all the sugar and how terrible all that is for you. It's basically, drinking liquid cancer. Uh, and yeah, I think a lot of people are talking about this stuff. A lot of people in my circles are drinking water. I don't even see people drinking Coke and whiskey. Maybe out here in the Midwest people care a little less about that shit. But you know, a lot of people in my circle, you go to a Bitcoin meetup and stuff where you got a lot of people focused on health, you're probably going to see a lot more water, maybe some alcohol and stuff, but a lot more water in general, a lot less 7-Ups and Dr. Peppers and Coca-Colas. That stuff is straight up poison. So, yeah, I think the world is waking up to the fact that a lot of these big companies want us sick and unhealthy. Battery acid. Yeah, Nicholas. It's basically toilet cleaner. I mean, that stuff is an industrial strength cleaner, man. Pour a fucking Coca-Cola in your dirty shit and you could clean it right up. It's crazy. You soak stuff in Coca-Cola, it fucking eats all the acids off of it. Kind of crazy. So, yeah, I think this is an age where a lot of those things are getting put down because they're bad, and a lot of people are saying, I don't want that stuff in my body, and I think this is kind of a legit mass awakening. We need more of that, way more of that. So, if in fact you can look at the Mythbusters, and they did an episode on Coca-Cola, and those guys are pretty good. They won't, you know, touch a number of things, but they will touch stuff like that. So I'm happy to see that stuff, man. I really am. I think this world deserves an evolution to the next level of human consciousness. This is really important to realize. We have all of our survival needs met. If there wasn't greedy um, people with lots and lots of money controlling the ebb and flow of our timeline, of our existence, then we would have free electricity. We would have unlimited free electricity, unlimited free food and water, and the only thing stopping that is the wealthy. They're the ones controlling they're the ones controlling everything, man. They determine how much food leaves farms, man. You know, it's crazy. And they all do it based on creating scarcity to maintain a value so as to keep money coming into their pockets. And we really are, and this is old stuff. I mean, back, I understand a lot more war over resources hundreds of years ago. Made a lot more sense. I am trying to build a community of people, and my people are the best people, and I want to provide for my best people the best resources. So we are going to have to attack a new land that has a resource that we don't have much of, that we have a scarcity issue on. So we're going to go invade and take your natural resources, and and that was much more of a primitive human mindset. But now we live in a day and age where technology is the answer to everything, and um, we could be everyone eating happily and healthily, everyone drinking to their stomach's content, everyone using free wireless electricity. That was reconceptualized and created by Nikola Tesla. But and then what would happen under those circumstances? Well, humans would be reaching the next level of evolution, really focusing on the gifts to your fellow man, kindness, love, and all these beautiful hippie things that I do believe in. But there's just too much greed right now, and it might not even be greed. It could be more of a satanic enterprise to keep people fighting each other, at its core. So I really think that if we were all, if all our survival needs are met, then you start focusing on greater philosophic and spiritual enlightenment. And if that happens, then there's going to be a much better advanced society and filled with beautiful and worthy people. But we have a lot of people putting a halt to that, and accumulating resources for themselves, maintaining scarcity over the population, and keeping us fighting over, these little simple things, and fighting over race and over resources and all kinds of stuff like that. And to them, it's profitable, so they're going to keep that system moving along. Let's see. Shopping only the perimeter of the grocery store isn't safe anymore. I cut an avocado last night and it had mold in it. I mean, look, I wouldn't say uh, don't do that because one situation, but I do hear your point. I remember I was bought some apricots during the summer, and I opened one up and it had mold in it. And I'm glad that I always open up my apricots. I would always break them in half basically and eat them like that. And it was filled with mold on the inside. Definitely not a pleasant sight. Did that stop me from buying apricots? Yeah. Did it stop me in general from buying on the perimeter? No. I would say I'm with you, brother. Um, if it's really happening over and over again, then yeah, we're definitely looking ugly. But I don't think it's happening over and over right now. I can still buy good onions. I can still buy good garlic and good bananas and good pineapples. I mean, the pineapples actually aren't that great these days, but they're still edible at least. Um, yeah, and censored mom, this is just my experience. I'm sure if you're in California or something, or somewhere where you got a lot more stuff like that, then you're probably okay. I had a fresh apricot. It was bad. Peaches were fantastic for the summer. It was so beautiful this summer. It had great fruit. So I really enjoyed the fruit while I had it. Now it's probably going to be back to like bananas and pineapples. And, girls love that shit anyways, so I'm okay. I made a lot of jam this summer. I should give more of that away. So, yeah, I think it's you should still be trying to buy stuff and cook it yourself. Things that you could make, things that are fresh and grow on trees. I don't eat vegetables because of plant defense chemicals, but that's up to everyone. Ooh, plum jam, that sounds delicious, dude. Oh, I should have made some peach jam, but I was just me and William, man, my son loved the peaches this summer. They were so good. And we didn't even have enough to make peach jam. There's like eat 2 peaches a day easily. Throw one in his lunchbox too. Throw a banana, some beef jerky from the farm, and a peach in there. Maybe some fresh Wisconsin cheese. That was all real good. A lot of people know about Wisconsin cheese. It's really good. So yeah, I would make him a damn good lunch. Damn good lunch. So yeah, censored mom. It's good to see you though. How are you doing? I guess we can talk on Telegram. Haven't seen you since Pork Fest. Maybe that was 2020 or 2021. Probably 2020, I think. Yeah, it's been 3 years. Wow, time flies, man. Time really flies, guys. Make sure you're frickin' counting your blessings every day. We're all getting older. Time's against our human bodies, that's for sure. So, yeah, I still go to the farm and get meat, get fresh eggs. In fact, I got 3 eggs left. I need to go probably tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll go to the farm and eat some pancakes and um, and get some eggs. The farm makes the best pancakes. Yeah, 2024 soon, man. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, kids do make you feel old. My son's 5 and pretty tall now, Wrestling with him is getting smarter and better and stronger. Funny enough, I was kind of beating my son wrestling the other day, and I've been training him to punch. And he usually punches me in the stomach, um, a nice harmless area when we're fighting a little bit. And I'm just focusing on his form and his footwork and stuff like that. And then while we were wrestling, he was mad. I had him pinned pretty bad. I just put all my weight on him. He's 5, so it's like, of course I'm gonna win. And he got mad. He punched me in the face, and obviously that's unacceptable. And I told him, you know, but you train a kid to fight. You're gonna get hit a couple times, so you gotta make sure they understand when to do it and when not to. But he punched me in the face, and yo, it hurt, dude. Holy cow, man. He punched me right on like the orbital bone next to my eye, and that shit stung for 10, 20 seconds. It was a good punch too. It didn't hurt his fist or anything. So I was kind of proud of him, but at the same time, I was like, "Yo, dude, that kind of stuff you need gloves for, and you need to be ready to do that. You can't just start with that. And we didn't, but it's just funny. Punched me square in the face, and bam, dude, stung. But got him learning some wrestling techniques and some escape techniques and armbar proper submission techniques and some good striking techniques. So yeah, I need to get him some gloves now because he's hitting hard. Yeah, that was something that I saw that was interesting. Jordan Peterson picking a side on this whole conflict. I thought that was kind of dumb for Jordan Peterson to come out and side with anyone. He's supposed to be a sound mind. He was supposed to be one of the best of us. Probably still is. Everyone makes mistakes, but I wasn't a big fan of seeing Jordan Peterson pick a side on this whole conflict. My nephew has gold in their cities. Texas BJJ, nice man. It's good. Train them when they're young for sure. King of Texas. Yeah, dude, this is the thing, man. They learn fast and boys, you know, they they really can learn, man. And boys, they have the dog in them, man. They want to fight. They want to be brave and they want to be, you know, heroic and hey, if you want to do that, then you have to do your push-ups and you have to do this. Yeah, Nicholas, he did get jabbed. He did. And that's unfortunate too. For such a strong man who and look, I still like Jordan Peterson. I still like him because he's overall a net positive. I think he does have a lot of good things that he said, particularly about Jesus Christ and the Bible and God, and he is a holy man, but he's made his mistakes. He did get jabbed, and then he freaking picked a side on this whole thing. It's like, yo, you're dumb, dude. Don't do that. Um, and I feel like what you're saying, Censored Mom, I feel like he has been off ever since Canada went after him for being a man of independent thought against this whole satanic transgender shit and against, protected speech and forced speech. He's been very smart and wise in many ways about a lot of things, but ever since Canada started going after him, it unhinged him a little, and I believe that was obviously the plan. I mean, these days, if you're too influential, they can't just shoot you in the head and call it a day. They could do that to JFK and MLK and all these other very influential and beautiful people, but that was a while ago. Now you have to be more tactile, and you got to get the public to dislike you. And they tried that with Andrew Tate, and they failed. And they're trying that with Russell Brand. They tried to get rid of Tucker Carlson. He came back stronger than ever. They tried to get rid of Trump, coming back stronger than ever. It's like, yeah, they if you're getting attacked by the media, then you're probably doing something right. And if you are a convicted pedophile and you're part of the inside club, then they're gonna ask you about how has this revelation, you're just human and you do terrible things, but you're just human. How has this affected you emotionally? If they're doing that to someone or ignoring it altogether, then that person is definitely evil. If they are attacking you and creating things and women are coming forward from 10 years ago saying that you slipped it in there and they and 30 minutes into the sexual activity, they decided that they weren't interested, and they didn't say it out loud, but they weren't having a good time. And 10 years later, they wake up one day and they're like, I 30 minutes in, the feeling of being with a celebrity got boring, and now that's that I didn't consent to that. So um, that kind of stuff is just ridiculous to me. But anyways, that's just going on. And if you see that stuff happening to someone like Russell Brand or the Tates or Trump or any of these people that is happening to, they're trying to knock you off the horse. And they probably won't unhinge a solid mind, but they are, with Jordan Peterson, I think he is unhinged a little bit. Um, yeah, I mean, I look when I was earlier this year and maybe toward the end of last year, I was really a big Jordan Peterson fan, and now I can't really watch his stuff. Um, so Hurley D'Souza, we can talk about that. Is not picking a side saying something. I think that's a great question, man, because I'll tell you my position. My position is this has to have been an inside job. This is the Pearl Harbor of the Middle East. And and my position is how could this have happened unless someone let it happen? And if that's the case, then I'm not going to fall for the trap that they're trying to put me in. They're obviously trying to set me up for a trap if they want me to get emotionally unstable over something that I know nothing about. I know that people died and that's sad. I know a lot of innocent people died and that's very sad. And that is unacceptable. I believe if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You don't attack people that don't have swords. You play GTA 5, you play Cyberpunk, and you walk around and you kill the bad guys. You can be a bad guy and kill other bad guys. That's perfectly okay with me. If my son grows up and he starts playing GTA 5 and I see him shooting civilians on the street, I'm gonna say, "What the fuck are you doing? What does that get you off? That's fucked up. That's dumb. If you want to shoot someone, then you go fucking shoot someone that has a gun. Go shoot a bad guy. It's perfectly okay to be a bad guy that does bad things to bad people. That's fine. But um, but what's happening out there is unacceptable. I don't believe you should go to a concert and light the place up. If you want to feel all big and high and mighty by shooting up a concert, that's pretty fucked up. That's evil. That's evil. But regarding that whole situation, the big picture of it, well, these people have been going at it for a long time. It's been one side versus the other side attacking the elderly, women, and children on both sides of the fence for a long time. So the fact that this is being televised on such a massive scale tells you that the media wants you looking one way. And you don't have to, they want you to pick a side. They want you arguing and yelling and talking and screaming at each other, fighting over this. And so I don't pick a side because I am not going to play right into the hands of a trap. I think it is sad and I think it's unacceptable to shoot unarmed civilians. I will never believe that that is a good thing. I don't even care if you know, look, if you walk into a pedophile ring and none of them have guns, yeah, it's probably fine to zero those motherfuckers. Um, Especially because jail and justice don't exist in this day and age. If I was a man that without a purpose anymore, my entire living and everything that matters to me was zeroed out from my life, and I made it my sole purpose to attack evil people, and I come up on a ring and of people doing nasty satanic evil things to innocent people, and not a single one of those satanic nasty people has a gun on them, but I do. I would level the place because I know what's going to happen is all those people, if they went to court, like the Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, all the clients are still black booked, they're still unaccounted for. She went to jail for a crime with none of the fucking people, um like essentially no evidence, very funky. And yeah, I mean, there are circumstances where I think you can zero out some people that don't live by the sword, but what's going on out there, I just don't agree with that. Um, so Hurley, what are your thoughts? Censored Mom, I would say in the end, it just benefits war profiteers. Defense stocks went up 10% yesterday. Yeah, I mean, war is very profitable. War and sickness, probably two of the most profitable things. So I don't agree with what happened. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, cap him, dude. Yeah, like in that situation, we know justice is not blind. We know that sometimes you might need to be the hand of justice. And I focus on my relationship with God. And if God put me in a position as executioner of the evil of, the satanic, then I would have to do what I have to do. That's God's purpose for me. I am just an instrument of God. Um, I am nothing more than every breath I take is a gift. Um, I could have ended up in any number of situations, infinite. I could have been a slave. I could have been kidnapped and sold to a slave trade in Africa, or something. I could be someone's slave and some rich billionaire slave in India, and my purpose would be to fucking take him water every day and get whipped for the rest of the, 8 hours of the day. Who knows what life you could have been given. Um, every breath I take as a free man, eating food and drinking water with a roof above my head, is 100% a blessing given to me by God. And I, if I get put in a situation where God says, Joe, I need you over here, then I'm gonna have to put two and two together. That's where I belong. That's what I have to do. If my job is to sit here and talk on YouTube, you know, to you beautiful people, guess what? This is what I gotta do. This is what gives me fulfillment. That's what God needs from me. He's gonna give me fulfillment out of it. So, yeah, if I end up in a situation like that, well, love what God loves and hate what God hates. That's the answer to that situation. But yeah, like Tupac, live by the gun, die by the gun. I truly do believe in that. If you're rolling around trying to be hard with a gun, then so Hurley, um, yeah, I think for those not directly involved, we should be careful to pick sides. I agree with you too, but 100% respect the right of the Jews to seek justice for the crimes. And yeah, Hurley, this goes back to the eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. I what would you say to seek justice for the people that allowed this to happen? Don't they have a defense force? Don't they have Mossad, one of the most feared and respected intelligence agencies on the planet? I mean, so if you found out then, Hurley, that it was an inside job, that people are going to kill, right? And terrorists are going to terrorize, but someone allowed this to happen. Someone didn't shoot their planes out the sky, and someone didn't stop them from crossing the border. In fact, someone knew, and they most certainly knew, and someone did not stop them. So shouldn't the people, the citizens, have a right to hold those people accountable? I think that's a bigger situation. I mean, look, evil people are going to do evil things, and yeah, take them out, wipe them all out. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is that this is a war that's been going on for decades, maybe even longer, where kids, women, and children and the elderly have been casualties of that war for a very long time. Um, Jews have been taking down Arab kids, Muslim kids, and so forth, and they've been taking, beating, and abusing and killing kids, women, children, elderly, and it's been happening on both sides. So to me, I think that this is a matter of if you know, look, I think this is a scenario where an eye for the eye makes the whole world blind. and you get, if someone, if you're a Muslim dude in that area, and the Jews killed some Jews working for them, killed your kids and bombed your family, and you're the lone survivor of a attack, well, guess what? You're gonna be fucking radicalized on the spot. Most men, if their family gets killed, they're probably gonna want to take out justice. They're gonna want to get revenge, And I think this whole revenge thing uh, is just going to keep going on and going on. I think it's a lot of big people in black suits creating this more so than it is the day-to-day people who just want to be blessed and have a roof above their head and water to drink and food to eat. But let's see here. It was a music festival for peace, censored mom says. Yeah, yeah. I think you shouldn't. I think you should attack people with swords. If you have a gun, look for people with guns. Take out military. Don't take out innocent people. That's not right. Exactly, but they should hash it out and not involve the whole world. I agree, man. I really do agree. I don't. That's why I'm not picking sides. I think people with guns should go after people with guns. Ignore the women and children. Tell them to hide in the corner and send the men out to fight. And if there's no men that are coming out to fight, then move on to the place where there are men that want to come out to fight. If that's really what you're about, and this, look, I trained in martial arts for a number of years, and I fought a number of times, and when you fight, you don't necessarily want the weakest person to fight you. Obviously that self-defense mechanism in you doesn't want to get hurt, but how do I put this? If I was sparring and it was just training, sparring, and I was fighting a girl, and because girls need to, they take martial arts and they want to learn to fight and they need to learn to defend themselves. And I know that my combat skill is far greater than hers, my strength and all these other things are superior. I would say, hey, why don't you focus on strikes and I'll focus on defense? And, I might kind of throw a ghost counter shot so that she knows, okay, I can't just throw blindly. I need to make sure that I have good footwork and I set my attacks up and I throw two or three at a time. and I don't just throw everything that I can in the hopes and the expectation that nothing's going to come back at me. So, but you don't give your all when you're fighting someone that's below you. So there's a lot of honor and respect in martial arts if you do it the right way. If I fight someone that claims that they're the best, and then I'm going to bring my best. I'm going to bring my absolute best. Someone says, I'm the fucking king, everyone else is beneath me, you suck, you're a piece of shit, you're never gonna be me. Well, I'm coming in to fucking dethrone that fucking piece of shit. If someone is a humble person just trying to learn to get, a couple of things figured out, it's like, yeah, I'll focus on my things and you focus on your things, and I want you to be better than you were at the end of this exchange. And that's very much a martial arts mentality. So you don't go attacking the weak. It's not like I'm gonna frickin' roundhouse kick someone with zero or very low skills to the side of the head. It just that would how if you feel good after doing something like that, then that makes you a total fucking scumbag. And so yeah, you go to a music festival where there's nothing but unarmed civilians and you light the place up. That makes you a complete and total piece of shit. As far as this conflict is concerned, it's been going back and forth. Everyone that does that is a piece of shit, and there's piece of shits on both sides of the fence. So I would say, look, I don't hold, you know, yeah, let's see here. What do you say? Hurley, also hiding behind civilians in war is cowardly. That's unfortunately what happened in Gaza. Again, I don't know the whole situation, and I don't think any of us know the whole situation. That a lot of that stuff is way above us. We're just humans that are given, we're just cockroaches and cattle to these elite people out there. And and uh and we're just given enough information to keep us fighting each other. That's what we're given. That's what the media's job is, to give us enough information to fight each other and be angry and be a kingdom divided so that we don't rise and unite against the elites that are causing us all these problems. Like LT, what you're saying right now, Conor was humbled. That was one of the most humbling things I've ever seen anyone suffer. Conor McGregor was talking shit about Khabib's wife, his religion, his dad, his family, and Conor McGregor learned real quick, man. Yo, you talk shit like that, man. Um, he got beat the fuck down, dude. Yo, Habib fucking trashed his ass. As much as I am of a Conor fan, especially back in those days, he was really good, man. And I like Conor McGregor, but yo, if you say that shit, you get what you reap what you sow. Um, Colby Covington, a lot of these people in the UFC that talk really nasty shit, I don't like them. Even though they make money and they sell pay-per-views and this or that, I still think you're selling a bit of your soul every time that you say something that you don't mean like that. And you sell enough of it, you walk into the octagon, and guess what? You're not going to have enough soul to back you and your punches and your strikes and your kicks and your mechanisms. You're not going to have a strong mind to defend your strong body. And you've given up enough pieces of your soul like that, well, look what happens. You get humbled to shit. Conor McGregor was the king of two divisions. He was the wealthiest, he is the wealthiest UFC fighter, probably fighter ever to exist. And he fucking got beat down in front of the whole wide world. And then he came back, beat Cowboy Cerrone, very humble, came back for Dustin Poirier, lost that one fair and square, and then he fought Dustin Poirier a third time, but decided to be mean McGregor again, talking shit about his wife and kids and on all that stuff. And then he fucking had one of the most freak accidents happen in the UFC. I think for the third time in the UFC, a man's leg snapped in half. And so that's twice that Conor McGregor has seen the work of God. So yeah, let's see here. So Nicholas, hey, so if CBDs happen, then how to fund militias? Well, Nicholas, that's always been a thing that they've happened to circumvent. To me, it doesn't matter what currency we're using. There's always going to be a black market currency. If it's cell phone chips, if it's Bitcoin, if it's gold and silver physical, if it's bullets, it's probably going to be the smallest thing for the most value, and there's going to be some sort of agreed upon market stuff. It could be diamonds, you know. I think no matter what happens with CBDCs, all that happens with all that stuff is the majority of people adhere to the rules. Most people are sheep. You know, for example, look, let's talk about this one. Most people are sheep. Most people say, I got the shot because I had to. Well, the truth is, not a single person had to get the shot. Every single person that got the shot got so out of choice. They got it out of choice. They say, "Oh, my job was going to do this, or my benefits are going to do this." Well, you could have gotten a fake card. You could have easily gotten. In fact, you could have very easily gotten a fake card. You could have lied. People are oppressing you. Guess what? They're breaking the rules of engagement. You're allowed to lie. You're allowed to do what you have to do to survive. And so everyone that says that they had to do it are sheep. They're all fucking sheep. And the same, but they all stood in line. They all did it. And if CBDs happen, guess what the sheep are going to do? They're going to use the CBDC. They're going to go and use it, and they're going to say, well, I don't have anything else, so I have to use this. But guess what all the other people are going to do? They're going to buy gold and silver and diamonds and bullets, and they're going to buy things that are of value to farmers and gangsters, and they're going to trade and deal with that, you know? So I think CBDCs, as bad as they are and nasty as they are, and probably akin to what Revelation 13, chapter 13, verse 16 says. I think it is kind of the mark of the beast. We have yet to see how it manifests, if it's a chip on the right hand or whatever. I'm very curious. But yeah, a lot of sheep are going to use it, and all the normal people like myself, the individual thinking, you know, people outside the box, are going to go on to use whatever else they have to transact in a society that they want to propagate. Hurley D'Souza, Logan Paul. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, man. He's a piece of shit. I actually, it's, well, the fight between them is Dylan Dennis, Logan Paul. That's two pieces of shit right there. I really, like, I want Logan Paul to lose because I really don't like Dylan Dennis. He's a big, big piece of shit. But Logan Paul's a sellout piece of shit. which is quite a bit worse. I think Dylan Dennis is like, he's yeah. Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis, he's a piece of shit. He's a flake. All the stuff that you can really say about him. Really dirty guy. But Logan Paul sold himself. He's a scammer. Ran that huge crypto scam. All kinds of nasty stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I can really see Logan Paul. I could probably be happier seeing him get humbled. I really don't want Dylan Dennis to win, but I mean, you're watching two losers fight. So, yeah, and Logan Paul goes on to marry an absolute freaking gold digger hoe. Yeah, what a fool, man. What a fool. Yeah, Nicholas. So, yeah, the sheeps are going to do what the sheep do. The individual, sovereign individuals are going to do what they do. The unfortunate thing and why independent, sovereign individuals get so angry at sheep is because sheep make it harder for independent, sovereign individuals to live. If if mass compliance was not reached very early on in the pandemic, then no one would have, the government would have lost all its power, and the elites would have lost, and the WEF would have lost all their power pretty early on. The fact that so many people stood in line for this shit and did what they were told, that gave power to these evil entities. And that is why people like me are so upset at what happened. I'm far more forgiving now than I was. And I see the big picture a little differently. But there's a lot of people, and it's justifiable to a degree, um, why independent, sovereign individuals are so angry at people that did stand in line and get shot up. Because what they did was, because of their compliance, they made the world a worse place. They gave power to evil people through their compliance. And that should be unacceptable. Should have never happened in the first place. And even worse, now that it's all proven that they're wrong, a number of them are doubling down, and a very, very large number of them are not doing anything to in retribution. There should be all these riots about BLM and stores and homes and all these small business owners, places getting set on fire. That same energy should be put in a different direction. There should be everyone that got the shot should be marching in droves to burn, to do what is just. And it is not just to have been given this thing and manipulated and then to sit on the couch and say, well, that there it goes. That's how shitty are these guys? They're supposed to watch and protect me, and they fucking led me astray. But you know what? I'm not gonna do shit about it. But I will wave my finger. I'm not getting another one. I'm not getting another one. That's what they're all saying. If someone fucking put my life in jeopardy like that, and the life of my family in jeopardy like that, I wouldn't be sitting on my couch saying, well, I guess next time I'm just not gonna obey. So that's one of my upsets with humankind right now. Um, very, very weak, spineless sheep, and they make the world a worse place for everyone that wants it to be better. So it's unfortunate, guys. That's the thing. That's the game. Everyone that complied gave power to evil people, and the fact that they're not taking it back is worrisome because it just means these powerful people did everything they did with zero repercussions. Not a single person in jail, not a single person um, guillotined in front of a public crowd. Shit, man. Um, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But all that means for people like me and Nicholas and probably many of you out there is we have to stay true to ourselves and our morals and our beliefs and figure out ways around the system. That's the name of the game. Figure out more and more ways around the system. So, God bless you all, man. Really, I hope he does. I hope you all accept your Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and I hope you're all ready for dark times because it is the compliance of these lesser men and especially women out there. Um, I guess equal. I guess it's the compliance of lesser men and women. Um, Women tend to be more compliant though, but the compliance of a man is far more of an attack against free-minded men. It's unfortunate. And we people like us just need to be strong and realize we're not alone and figure out a way to remain sovereign at all times. We don't want to give in to all this stuff. Yeah, Nick, I'm surprised people aren't pissed. Look, if I found out that that I was lied to on that scale and given an experimental thing and it's put my life in danger, I wouldn't be arguing about it. I wouldn't be keeping it bottled up inside. I would be making sure the world knows that this can't ever happen again. But that's not my fight right now. My fight is I understand that the sheep are going to be sheep. And I can't fucking stand up on top of a mountain and scream any louder. I can't do that anymore. It's to no avail. Yeah, Hurley, it's to no avail. Doesn't matter how loud I yell and from what mountain I yell. Um, I have to accept the fact that sheep will be sheep, and I can't do anything to protect anyone that doesn't want to, that doesn't want it. If someone wants my protection, they have it. But I can't do anything for people that don't want it, and most people don't want it. Everything that I've done and have said over now multiple YouTube channels, everywhere I've gone, I've been the same Joe to you all. I've never changed my face and been unauthentic. I've never done anything to sell myself or my soul. And in fact, I've only become stronger, I believe, and I'm sure many of you would see the same positive changes. And that's all I can focus on. It's the only thing I'm in absolute and total control of, for the most part, is my mind. And if I'm not in control of that, someone else is. So I need to focus on my inner strength and what I am going to bring with me into my next life upon my death. There's only what I have in my mind that I carry with me, not my clothes or my Bitcoin or my guns. Nothing is coming with me. In fact, I'm gonna be. That's all that stuff is staying behind, you know. So if I go into the next life, I need to accumulate epiphanies and wisdom, and that's what I'm focused on. And yeah, so in Hurley, they paid for it with tax money. Yes, it was all taxpayer funded development research, and it was all companies that kept all the profits. Taxpayers got zero. In fact, taxpayers got worse than zero. They got jacked. So what's your jam there, Al Cubes? What was your jam again? I gotta wrap it up here pretty soon, guys. I'm gonna go pick William up from school. I like to pick him up a little early, 4 o'clock instead of 5. Sometimes I'll go smoke a cigar at 4 at the cigar lounge and pick him up right after, but not feeling that today. But I will do my cooking show. I will do that once we get back here with a couple groceries. I am gonna start up my cooking show so we can all learn how to cook some decent stuff. Telling you guys, I know how to cook a couple decent things. Nice little red candle. Let's see. Is this the start of something new? Are we going to get our push? Are we gonna get our push into some signals? All right, the laptop is coming up to the desk now. Getting ready for a long entry. Getting ready for a long entry. I want that RSI a little more cooked up a little more nuked out before I get it there. Oh, Nicholas, 7 a.m. for you, eh? Man, what were you doing up so early? I've been live for like an hour or so, man. At least. Live for 2 hours. Yep, we're back to the good old days, guys. 2 hour stream. With comments this time. I fucking love you guys. I really do love you guys. I love hanging out with you all, and honestly, I need comments in order to roll. So thank you guys for participating in all this with me and, giving me something to talk about and chill with you guys and discuss. And, I'm having a good time with you guys. So I send my love to you all. I really hope the best for you, no matter what you're doing, where you are. I hope you're finding your epiphanies and doing absolutely beautiful things. I really do. Happy to have you here. Thank you. Looks like we're holding out down here. RSI 13 on the 5 minute is cooked. A bit more on this chart. Big buyer just now. A little bit of reversal going on here. LT, oh, much love, guys. Hurley, much love. Thank you, guys. I know you're sending me love back. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it to both you. Wow, big reversal. Big reversal hammer there. What a tight range. Honestly, tight range. Well, we'll have to do this another time. I should probably start getting ready to pick my son up and then we'll go to the grocery store, do a cooking stream and, hang out. So, let's wrap this up, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Much love to you all. May God bless you all and may beautiful things happen to you. So, truly appreciate your love and support and I'll be seeing you guys real soon. We'll be cooking some Mexican rice here in a couple hours. So,